WFYI podcasts are made possible by Bloomington, Indiana, an American college town offering experiences like indulging in grub at Nick's English Hut, taking a stroll along Kirkwood Avenue, feeling the history and magic of Assembly Hall, and providing the chance to feel like a college kid again. Plan your trip at visitbloomington.com.
I'm Kyle Long, host of Cultural Manifesto, just one of the local music programs you can enjoy on WFYI. These programs would not be possible without your financial support. And to say thank you, we want to send you to see Lyle Lovett when he comes to Indianapolis on July 28th. Choose a concert ticket as your gift when you donate at wfyi.org/give. And thanks for supporting WFYI.
This is Small Studio Signal Boost from WFYI. I'm Melissa Davis, your host tonight, along with co-host Adam Gross. We'll listen to a performance this evening from Bloomington act Geodize, recorded live at Luna Music on Record Store Day this past April. And we have a conversation with Indianapolis native and musician Ben Marcus of the Palace and Window Dancer. We'll listen back to music from both bands and hear Marcus's thoughts on creating art, the indie scene, and taking on new adventures. Stay with us for an hour of new music from Indiana-based artists here on Small Studio Signal Boost. First, we have a brand new song from Indianapolis-based Jennison. This is Your Move on Small Studio Signal Boost.
Spinning in the spotlight with a song to sell. You're magnetic, apathetic. Blame is just a clever trick to treat yourself. A gold token, mirrors broken. Ooh, hype is famous.
That was Jennison with Your Move on Small Studio Signal Boost. I'm Melissa Davis with Adam Gross. Coming up, we'll hear an interview with musician Ben Marcus from the Palace and Window Dancer. But first, Adam, what's happening in the world of Indiana music?
Well, last weekend, Indy's Kurt Vonnegut Museum and Library hosted the Kurtcella Grand Falloon Jam, quite the title for that, featuring bands with Kurt Vonnegut-themed names. Performing at that event were Billy Pilgrim and the Earthlings, Vonnegut Hardware, and Wampus Milk Daddies. Here's one from Vonnegut Hardware. It's Patrick Henry on Small Studio Signal Boost.
Is this love or is it death? That's what Patrick Henry said. Dying in his bed. Oh, the clock strikes right twice a day. Ask me, then I'll go away. Oh,
A couple weeks ago, we played some songs from a live performance at Half Liter featuring California to Indiana transplant Davey Allen. Since we've heard him live, I thought it might be nice to hear one of his recordings with his band. Here's Davey and the Midnights with Road Dogs.
it's a mighty long haul from San Antonio. At 17 hours just to make it back home. I've been out on the road singing my songs. I've got the pretty people singing, dancing along. About those locals hitting 90 flat. Down here in Texas, they know it's at. I'd like to stay, but I might have to go.
That was Davey and the Midnights with Road Dogs. We have a Small Studio Sessions alum with a new single out. This one is from indie-based Joshua Powell, and it's brand new. The single came out this past Friday. It's called Coffin Club, and Powell will have a video of the single directed by Fred Miller out later this month. Let's listen to Coffin Club from Joshua Powell here on Small Studio Signal Boost.
Tell me what you know. Let me say, join the spirit way. Shaka.
We have another Small Studio Sessions alum, this time from a band not from Indy, but signed to an Indianapolis-based label. This is Chicago-based Phenom, formerly known as Ohm, and the band played our Small Studio Sessions about 3 years ago. They have a new album out called Not God, and it's getting lots of great reviews. The album is produced by Jeff Tweedy of Wilco. Not God is Phenom's third full-length LP from indie-based Joyful Noise Recordings. Let's listen to the title track from the new album, This Is Not God from Phenom, here on Small Studio Signal Boost.
You are tuned to Small Studio Signal Boost. You can check out the music featured tonight on our Spotify playlist by searching WFYI Music. I'm Adam Gross here with co-host Melissa Davis. And Melissa, you have a conversation with a Small Studio alum.
I do, yes. Musician and Indy native Ben Marcus is on to a new adventure. After nearly a decade in the Indianapolis music scene, Marcus is setting out to travel internationally, collaborating with artists and creating new music in Europe. Well, Ben, thank you for being here today. We're going to talk about your life in Indianapolis music, your work in the Palace, and a big move that's coming up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So first, I'd like to ask you, how did you get involved in music? I don't know if we've ever talked about that before.
I grew up playing cello in the Young Strings program at my school. Somewhere along the line, about 14, for some reason, I decided that hockey needed to take up all my time. And so it wasn't until I was about 20, I started staying with my friend, Bill Eckhart, and who plays in the Palace. I started staying at his house all the time, and he nonstop plays guitar. And so eventually I started, I always wrote poems and things like that. And so I started wanting to, do the, vocals for it. And then I wanted to play guitar with him. And so I just kind of took off from there. Did
that early work with the cello help your work in guitar?
I want to say that it did. I want to say that it helped me. There's a teacher in town. Her name is Lorelei Farlow. She taught me to read music, and I think that's invaluable. I did take some lessons from Joshua Thompson in town, a pretty famous pianist here. We could skip a whole introductory section because I could already read music. So I do think having that childhood foundation has given me a lot as an adult.
So you met your bandmate in the Palace in a roommate situation. Mm-hmm. How did the band come together?
There was a house in Broad Ripple that my girlfriend at the time was living in with her roommates, and one of her roommate was dating this guy from England, and he was coming back and forth, and they were very in love. And with visa situations, his work situation was always precarious. Maybe he could pick up some little side things here and there. But everyone else worked during the day, and I worked at a bar at night. And so his name is James Knott of the lead guitar of the Palace. And he and I just used to sit around and play guitar together during the day. And one time he came into the bar where I worked, which was a place called Chef Joseph's. I put him on the spot, and I told everyone he was one of the greatest guitarists I've ever heard. And I made him sit down. He was wearing gym shorts and a T-shirt. And he wowed everyone. And then the owner of the restaurant came up to him and said, "I need you to play. So you're going to have to come back and play." And he asked me to come play with him. I had heard Ray Hutchins, the lead singer of the Palace, at an open mic one time. It was at that restaurant, and I remember getting in trouble because I wasn't doing any work because I was just listening to this guy belt in an open mic. He blew everyone away. I asked if he wanted to come over to that house, which was kind of a rundown party house, but we called it the Palace, which is where our name comes from. I know this is maybe corny, but it's like a love at first sight thing. We all started playing together, and we were all like, this is something really special. And obviously, we were onto something.
It really is. The feeling and vibe in your band is so positive. Everyone is so friendly. And also the music is outstanding. So to have both of those at the same time, that's a rare occurrence.
Absolutely. I mean, when I came in today, we mentioned how familial the Palace is. Mm-hmm. I want for nothing friendship-wise with them, and I think that plays out on the stage. It's not an accident that we're all over each other when we're performing. And to be quite honest, when we're rehearsing and things, I mean, there's not a time that we come together where everyone's not like hugging and checking in and asking, how everyone is doing. And it also makes for a good platform for when there's like a tiff that we can work things out, which as I've grown, I realize that that's not commonly the case with bands.
Mm-hmm. And now it's kind of bittersweet. You're moving.
Yes.
Sort of far away.
Yeah. I'm hopping the ocean. Yet again, I'm moving to A Coruña, Spain.
Wow.
So I used to live in Madrid. While I was there, I met someone who we used to just sit in plazas and play music together. And he moved to A Coruña, which is on the north coast. And we've always been in touch. And sometimes we send little demos back and forth to each other. But he has like recording space and rehearsal space there, and he's now entrenched in the music scene there. So I'm going to go with him and record and write, and that is that's my next musical chapter.
Wow, I mean, we're going to miss you, but that sounds amazing.
It's going to be good. I'm going to miss Indy. I love Indianapolis.
So is the force for moving this time to Spain? Is it the music?
I mean, I think a part of it was instinct for me. Like, personally, I felt I needed a challenge and a change. I am single, not broadcasting that for everyone on the air right now, but I'm not really beholden to anyone. I don't have a child who needs my care or anything like that. And I feel like the Palace is, kind of like at the peak of its power. I mean, last summer was incredible for us. Leaking it here first, we're recording our second album right now. In a way, it felt like a good note to go out on for me. Yeah. But the Palace always has my support, and I'll still probably be involved in tracking for this album.
Yeah, and so the Palace will continue.
The Palace will continue. The Palace is continuing, yes. They already have some shows lined up through the season. It's going to be a little different dynamic on stage for sure.
And you have a solo project called Window Dancer. Mm-hmm. Will that continue when you're in Spain?
Yes. So Window Dancer is my project. I think that comes wherever I am. I think sometimes, and this is just hanging out around artists who do move a lot. I have lots of actor friends who are in different projects in different cities, different countries. I think part of like what Window Dancer represents for me is this purpose that I get to carry with me. And I think everyone in this world can kind of do that, but I really believe in like nurturing that mobile purpose for yourself, and Window Dancer is absolutely that.
If we were going to play a song from Window Dancer right here, what would you want to play?
Ooh, I mean, I think the go-to is Sunset Blues.
Sunset blues, so they said. Yellows and oranges and your red hair. I feel so alone when the night comes.
So you've been playing in the Indianapolis music scene for nearly a decade. What are your thoughts on the scene and maybe the future growth?
Mm-hmm. I think Indianapolis is blown up in the last 10 years. I mean, I see it not only from local, I even hesitate to call them local bands because a lot of our bands are getting a lot more reach. I'm more clued into like some of the like punk rock scene. We've discussed like Pat Hispenters, or which is just a ridiculous, amazing name. But there's like Bless, and it's also interesting the overlap between like hip hop and the punk scene here, which politically and message oriented makes a lot of sense to me.
Yes, and we're going to say to play us out with a Palace song. Mm-hmm. What would you want to hear?
Ooh. Looking at You, just because it's fun, it makes you want to dance, and I could always use a little positivity here.
Thank you, Ben, and good luck on your journeys, and be safe.
Thank you, Melissa.
I know a real funky spot where the music makes you move and groove. Let's ride to the top. I want you to let go.
Thanks, Melissa, and Ben Marcus from the Palace and Window Dancer for that interview, and good luck on your new adventure, Ben. Coming up, we'll hear a live performance from Bloomington artist Geodize. We'll be right back with that after the break on Small Studio Signal Boost.
WFYI podcasts are made possible by Bloomington, Indiana, an American college town offering experiences like indulging in grub at Nick's English Hut, taking a stroll along Kirkwood Avenue, feeling the history and magic of Assembly Hall, and providing the chance to feel like a college kid again. Plan your trip at visitbloomington.com.
This is Small Studio Signal Boost. Thanks for listening tonight. You can find the music featured tonight by following our playlists. Just search for WFYI Music on Spotify, and you can find the podcast edition of the show wherever you get your podcasts or at our website, wfyi.org/podcasts. I'm Melissa Davis, joined by Adam Gross. And Adam, you have another live recording for us tonight.
Yes, I do. So back in April, we at Signal Boost and WFYI partnered with Luna Music on their Record Store Day show. If you were able to make it out, you know that it was a beautiful sunny day full of good people, great music, and good vibes. And if you weren't able to make it, you're in luck because we recorded it for you.
Yay!
The set we're about to hear is from Bloomington act Geodize. Chris Barth of the Impossible Shapes and Norman Oak fame is the primary member of the group. And for this set, he had Indianapolis artist Peter King playing bass with them. You can check out our YouTube and Instagram pages for a video of their song To Be a Snake from this performance. Here it is. This is Geodize live from Luna Music on Record Store Day 2024 in Indianapolis.
Yes, I brought a geode from Brown County, Indiana, where I live. I always try to bring a geode for good luck. I brought Peter King here, multi-talented Peter King. Yes. Yes, it's been 15 years since we've graced the stage together. It's good to play together again. We're going to do a song now called To Be a Snake.
Into the rat. I need to smell the rats. I need to taste the rats. I need to stick myself into the rat. I need to smell the rats. I need to face the rats. It makes me shiver. Shiver. It makes me slither. It makes me want to be a snake. Well, it makes me want to be a snake when I stick my face into the rat. I need to smell the rats. I need to taste the rats. I need to stick myself into the rat. I need to smell the rats. I need to face the rats. Just like a snake, yeah. Well, I learned a lot from the rat. I learned to love the rats. I learned to love the rats. I learned a lot from the rat. I learned to love the rats. I learned to rub the lats. It makes me want to be a snake. It makes me act like a snake. It makes me want to be a snake. Well, it makes me act just like a snake, yeah.
Thank you.
Nobody knows how our epic will end, though it won't be long, my friend. You can take comfort in the eyes of a friend, but you cannot keep pretending. Will we still be sipping tea so easily on a pleasant future morning? Will we still be sucking the life out of each new organism as it is forming? I keep one eye focused on the divine, but the other eye is always blurry. I fall into all of the traps of time, though I know it's absurd to worry that we won't be sipping tea so easily on a peaceful future morning, that we won't listen to the voices of sanity when they're giving us a clear warning. Slow it down, power down, there will be a breakdown. Tread lightly. Ever so lightly. We are like yeast in a petri dish, growing to the edge. The sugar is gone, the sugar is gone. Like yeast in a petri dish, growing to the edge. The sugar is gone, the sugar is gone. Like yeast in a petri dish, growing to the edge. The sugar is gone, all of the sugar is gone. The sugar is gone, all of the sugar is gone. The sugar is gone, all of the sugar is gone. Power down, power down. Keep treading lightly. We are like yeast in a petri dish, growing to the edge. The sugar is gone, all of the sugar is gone. The sugar is gone, all of the sugar is gone. Thank you. You can be better. This is a motivational song called You Can Be Better. Yesterday, every mistake that you made helps you find a new way. You can be better than you were yesterday. Baby step by baby step, you will find a better way to behave. Now that the stars are finally aligned, I wanna be more than just some guy. Now that the sun is starting to rise, I wanna share light with everyone. It's never too late, you never arrive. You can do more than just survive. Now that the weight is finally untied, you can share a little light with everyone. You can be better than you were yesterday. Every mistake that you made helps you find a new way. You can be better than you were yesterday. Baby baby step, you will find a better way to behave. And now that the stakes are incredibly high, I wanna do more than just get by. Now that the sun is starting to rise, I wanna share it all with everyone. You can be better, a little bit better, even just a little bit is worth the effort. You can be better than you were yesterday. Baby step, my baby step, you will find a better way. You can be better, a little bit better, even just a little bit is worth the effort. From monkeys to Mars, escaping from time, I wanna be more than primordial slime. Dancing the night, flashing of light, I wanna share it all with everyone. It's never too late, you never arrive. You can do more than just survive. Now that the weight is finally untied, you could share a little light with everyone. You could share a little light with everyone. You can be better than you were yesterday. Every mistake that you made helps you find a new way. You can be better than you were yesterday. Baby step by baby step, you will find a better way to behave. And we're gonna do a song now. It's called Let's Be Babies Again. And Peter's gonna sing with me on this one. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
It's kind of about how, hey, it'd be cool if we all could remember what it's like to be little babies again and having that perspective on existence. You've been ignoring all of the rainbows, no longer noticing the moon. Maybe you grew up way too soon, a life out of tune, always missing the moments, forgetting the truth. You can gain access to a fountain of youth.
Let's be newborn babies again.
Watching without naming.
Let's be newborn babies again.
Letting go of meaning.
Baby, let's be babies again.
Floating in a sea of endless wonder. Take the long way home. Stop and stare into a puddle. Oh, the iridescence, the innocence. A technique so subtle.
Let's be newborn babies again.
Existing without ego.
Let's be newborn babies again.
Eyes like an eagle.
Baby, let's be babies again.
Basking in the light of endless wonder.
Thanks, Geodize and Luna Music, for letting us record that performance. And Adam, thanks for putting that together.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff there. You're tuned to Small Studio Signal Boost from WFYI. I'm Melissa Davis here with co-host Adam Gross. So what's happening this week?
Well, coming up in a couple weeks, WFYI is partnering with Indianapolis band Everything Now on the release show for their new album Magic Mountain. The show's at State Street Pub and will feature guests The Last Four and Said Karn with Oreo Jones. That is a real all-star lineup on that one. That's Saturday, June 22nd. And another promising show on the same night, Jennison, who we heard from earlier in this show, is playing at the White Rabbit Cabaret with Bullet Points and Fern Murphy. Both of those shows are in Indianapolis and not too far from each other, so if you're feeling energetic, you could maybe catch some of both.
I love that plan.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Well, Allison Victoria is at the Jazz Kitchen on Wednesday, June 12th with new original music and special guests. Again, Allison Victoria at the Jazz Kitchen on Wednesday, June 12th. And Cairo Jag, another Small Studio Sessions alum, will be at Spot Tavern in Lafayette. That's Saturday, June 15th.
Have you ever been to the Spot, Melissa?
I haven't. What can we expect there?
Oh, it's a good venue. It's got a punk vibe, but it's like welcoming. It's got a good energy.
It sounds like the Spot.
Yeah, a great place to see Cairo Jag.
Definitely. Well, that's my mom joke for you. This is Small Studio Signal Boost. Adam Gross and Roxana Caldwell created our show. This episode was produced by Adam Gross and me, Melissa Davis. You can check out the podcast edition of the show wherever you get your podcasts or at WFYI.org. And if you'd like to submit your music to get played on the show, just visit WFYI.org/local-frequency. And we are at our last song of the night. Adam, what do we have?
This is Lafayette's Brent Laidler with, get this title, You Ain't the Bossa Me. It's like a bossa nova track. I love
More
it.
puns.
Yeah. Have a great night.
WFYI podcasts are made possible by Bloomington, Indiana, an American college town offering experiences like indulging in grub at Nick's English Hut, taking a stroll along Kirkwood Avenue, feeling the history and magic of Assembly Hall, and providing the chance to feel like a college kid again. Plan your trip at visitbloomington.com.